Hi, everybody. I was thinking that how we look back on our photo albums or our collections are on our phone and we scroll through things, we can be reminded of different things that were happening in our world by where we were, who we were with, what we looked like. I will forever be able to recognize this COVID time and what was going on just because I have COVID hair. Do you have COVID hair too? It's a little crazy. For those of us in New York State, I think the hair salons are able to open on June 1st now. Keeps getting pushed back a little more. And I have an appointment for June 2nd, so I'm very excited. And I told my hairdresser yesterday, maybe since it's only 2 weeks away, maybe I can keep from hacking away at it. But I don't know. The more I look at this, the harder that gets. But anyway, I digress. How are you today? Thanks for taking out a little time out of your day to think with me about some things that are greater than ourselves. And I have a feeling that for the next few days, I'm going to be sort of stuck in this mindset that I started a few days ago, actually, when I asked you to imagine what this post-COVID time will be like for you, what you think it should look like in the world. Remember? I gave you that assignment, which I hope you've been doing, thinking about imagining, imaging, visioning what things might be like, what we want them to be like, because this is such a time in so many ways that is a reboot for the world, if you think about it. Many of us have wondered over the last few years, what's it going to take to bring the world around so that we are more focused. We knew it would never be 100% focused, but so that we around the globe are more focused on some of the things that seem to matter to many of us, but not to enough. The environment, social justice, taking care of each other, the common good. And it's almost as if this pandemic, which I have said many times, just think about, there's never been another time in human history when all of humanity has been focused on one thing at roughly the same time. So what would this bring to us as opportunity? And so I, a few days ago, gave you the assignment to be thinking about what would the world look like? How would it be different? I want us to dive more into that over the next few days. And today, as one of the first steps of that, to think about, well, kind of two things. First off, the energy of transformation. That when transformation is different from change. Change can happen with an event. Transformation is that growing, that maturing, that morphing into something new, whether we're talking organizations and churches or society or us individually. So these are transforming times, forming anew, something that is different, a moving formation, if you will, transformation. And so there is an energy that comes about as a result of that. It takes some energy to do it, but there is energy that's generated, transformational energy. And as you think about that in your own life, what are you being energized toward doing or learning or thinking or exploring? I haven't checked, but I would be willing to guess that websites like Masterclass, that they are burgeoning. I would be willing to guess that they are enjoying just a great upsurge in enrollments, subscriptions, because people are wanting to learn, and we have the time. Sequestered in our homes, we have the time to learn. Of course, some of you are retired, so you have a lot of time to learn. And I'm hoping that you're finding some way to grow yourself, that there's energy in transforming yourself, because this is a time of new beginnings. Everything is being rebuilt and rebooted, if you will, to use a computer analogy. It's being rebooted. We're getting, it's like the slate, when you reboot your computer, if you've got something wrong and you reboot it, everything gets wiped out. You start with a clean slate. I often think that that's kind of what God's forgiveness is like. It's like rebooting us. Well, this is rebooting us in the world. What is it that you want to be like? Where do you want your time to be spent? The second part of today's message has to do with the fact that where we are going depends not on what we see, like where our feet are, but on the unseen, where our hearts are. Not on where we're rooted in terms of our being, but where we're rooted in terms of the process of our heart changing, transforming, opening up. Where is the oneness leading us? Where is it leading you? So today we're going to focus on, letting this idea of transformation energize us. It's okay to be excited about this. You're not, whistling in the dark past the graveyard. We are really planning for the future. We are trusting that God, that there is going to be a future. And we're also engaging in being co-creators with God, which of course has been the story of humanity from the beginning. So Jesus invites us to embrace the God energy within us. Other world religions explain it differently, and so whatever tradition you come from, I hope that you are practicing that tradition. And looking ahead, where do you see yourself fitting in? How do you see yourself transforming what is around you? What vision do you hold for the future? Where is the oneness leading you? I can't wait to hear your answers. Feel free to send them to me. Thank you for joining me for this Prayerful Pause with the Pastor. I'm Deb Swift, pastor of South Presbyterian Church. One other thing, I'm hearing from some of you that many of you access Prayerful Pause through Facebook, and that's a great thing. But not everybody has Facebook. If you know someone who you think might enjoy these little daily moments to think of something greater than themselves, I invite you to send them directly to our YouTube channel. So you go to YouTube, you open that up in your browser, and then you search for South Church Rochester. South Church Rochester. Remember, no Presbyterian, because we can't spell it usually. So South Church Rochester. And when you get there, there will be a subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. So if they like what they hear, you press that. You can unsubscribe anytime. But press that, and it will mean that you or they automatically get notified whenever we upload a new video, whether it's a prayerful pause or a worship service. So we invite you to share us with others, even if they don't have Facebook, okay? All right, go off. You have your work to do today, by golly. So we'll see you next time. I hope you are safe. Remember to wash your hands. Stay safe. Keep the faith. Bye for now.